You definitely must have heard that Blue Sphere has been reinstated in the state of Nevada. So, amongst other things, Blue Sphere is or rather incorporated in the U.S. in the state of Nevada. So Nevada, including some other states, is one of the few states where it is very much convenient for corporations to incorporate. So we ourselves, Eskins for Keeps Limited, we are also incorporated in Nevada. But what it means, amongst other things, is that when you fail in submitting filings and other stuff, you will fall short, and you'll be you have to reinstate. You have to become good and all that stuff. So amongst other things, it's a positive, it's a plus, because if Blue Sphere is going to come and address our concerns, of market participants, you and I, we own shares in Blue Sphere. If they are going to come good, if they are going to throw away that dark filing they have with the SEC, and also improve their uplist and come out from the gray market. The market where they are right now is below the OTC pink sheets and bulletin boards. So if they really have to come out from there, they will have to go ahead and come good with their incorporation. They have to be seen to have and done this reinstatement, which they have done as at the 5th. That's Wednesday, the 5th of May 2021. So that's what they have done. It's a plus, but it's not what we all want. We all want them to come out and ensure that the caveat on the stock is taken away. So that's it. That's a positive. That's a plus, and that's a good step forward. For that session of the 7th of May 2021, it closed up at $175. So as of the 5th of May, it ran up an extension of roughly 74%. So, but it retraced slightly on the 6th. So, give all in all, I think it still has an extension of up to 70%. We can see that here. So this is as at the 4th of May. So from the 5th of, and this is the 5th of May, yeah, exactly. So you can see that, so for the 6th of May, it just didn't, it was a very minor retracement, very minor. It was still very much the same price. So that's, so roughly it is up roughly 75% from that news, so that's a plus. And if you joined in from that, if you bought, if you had bought us at the 4th, or the 3rd, you'd have had that 74% extension, banked right now. So at that point, it was at an excellent position, an excellent buy the dip position. It was trading below all of its 10 trend lines, the 200-day, name it. It was, at an excellent vantage point at that point. So all in all, that's some positive. I think the company is doing their best to come good. You can see there isn't any official news because it's trading in the gray market. So you can't the news can't filter out. The news can't filter through and come out, and for all of us to digest officially. We all have to go and dig it out, either by calling the CEO Shlomo or calling some of the employees, or going to do the due diligence ourselves. So moving on, we can see that some of the oscillators are not so wonderful, even though the stock itself has been on the ascent of late. So we can see what's going on here. The MACD histogram is above zero and rising. 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is also improving. Momentum seems to be flat. MACD is above the signal line because the stock itself is above the short and intermediate trend lines, given that 75% extension it has had over the last 3 trading sessions. So momentum is improving, everything is improving, but the short-term trend lines and indeed the long-term trend line are very much bullish, but the intermediate trend line is the only laggard there. It's not still very much bearish, and Blue Sphere appears to be in a strong bullish trend. 200-day moving average is upward sloping The MACD histogram is above zero and rising. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it is lagging the S&P 500. Momentum for Blue Sphere is strongly bullish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors pay higher prices for shares. Absolutely. The volume for that session was lighter than usual, trading 52.49 million shares versus an average of 149 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that long-term selling pressure has given way to near-term accumulation by traders. So I think all in all, the volume and the unbalanced volume indicator and this one unbalanced volume indicator and the 14-period slow stochastic oscillator seem to be saying the same thing. So, but all in all, I think also that another thing that has to be mentioned here is that the market, the volume was lighter than usual. You can see that it says the volume is 52, so even less than, close to only a third of its normal volume. So there's a very good chance that market participants might remain involved in the stock. Not a lot have gotten involved of dates, especially during that last session. So fingers crossed. They're just going to get more involved, I believe. But what they're going to do is absolutely what I can't say, whether they're going to take money off the table or anything or something like that. But there's a good chance that it might be a retracement. There's a good chance, I'm only looking at the fact that it is trading above its short-term trend lines and also trading below its 50-day trend line. There's a good chance that it might be a retracement, and it is just in a limbo. It's between, it's not here, it's not there, technically, it's not so. The bullish rally has just ebbed. It has stopped. It just stopped. In the middle of nowhere. So there's a good chance it will be a retracement, even though it could always be anything. So all in all, we can see that technically it's for its statistical analysis, it's just outside the one standard deviation range for the 10-day average. You can see that it's just right out there. So for the 20-day, it is just right in there in that range. You can see that. You can see it right in the range. For the 50-day, it is outside that range. The 50-day is still very much trading up at a premium. So all in all, for the 10-day, yes, it's, even though it is trading above that, you can see that it is trading above the 10-day. It's still very much not. The statistical analysis indicates that it's not that risky as such. It's even below the one standard deviation range. So the risk is not, risk of getting involved with it statistically is not that high as such. So for the 20-day, it's also quite decent. So all in all, those are, I can say, maybe encouraging signals for those who want to get involved in Blue Sphere. So, and also they have also done their own homework to ensure that they all pull us all along. I believe according to people who have gone to do their own due diligence, they have operations in Netherlands and Italy, and those ones are by far more profitable than the ones they are probably doing in North Carolina. So probably that's where they're facing currently since this pandemic and all that stuff. So Blue Sphere, easily is an excellent stock, but I wouldn't say you should get involved right now. It's still sustaining that 74% extension. I would just simply say hold on, see if it's going to pull back, and before you get involved again. But you conclude on what you want to do about Blue Sphere or not. We have a position there. We really want to even increase it by a huge amount. So thank you very much for watching this video.